Whoa. Man, oh man, I had such a scuffy day. Um, Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, I'm still recovering from my sicky icky. My throat's a little raspy today, but I'm feeling my energy's up, which is a good sign. So I might clear my throat more often than not. And like I said, I'm still recovering from uh, an injury I got from a car mishap 3 days ago now. It's finally gone down about, I would say, 30%. Jeez. So whatever you do, guys, don't get old because you take a long time to heal. Yeah, a long time to heal. It sucketh. I don't want the fountain of youth. I just want the fountain of healing myself faster. I think I don't care how old I look. I just want to heal myself faster. I'll certainly take that elixir before. They said, I'm sorry, you can only have one magic potion, one for youth or one for healing faster. Because I would take the healing faster because I would probably look more me anyway, but I'd be much more healthier and probably live a long life anyway because my healing factor would be through the roof. So take it from me, guys. Just get the healing factor. Don't worry about getting gray hairs or an extra couple of wrinkles or not being as svelte. There's the big word, right? Svelte as you were before. Uh, Take it from me. Just get healthy. That's the key thing. Um, so I did promise a watch along party. So unfortunately, I'm not sure whether if I show this video online, it might get me copyright struck. So I've done it so that I'm watching the video on my TV, as you can see in my lovely interior space I rented for the night, his temporary studio, rented from the world of royalty-free images. like, like, hmm. Again, like I said, I'm a bit of a cheapskate right now until my 2D model comes in. My live 2D studio models halfway done by It's Casa, the daddy of the design. But until that happens, I'm just going to be doing things as cheap as possible. I even brought in a used TV. Look at that. Look at that. It's not even a LED screen. This is an old CRT. CRT standing for cathode ray tube. Ask your grandparents what the heck that means. I always thought it was funny because it was like this giant. It's basically a giant light bulb that has electrons hitting different parts of the screen, firing up different uh, color cells on the screen. So in reality, um, it's like a giant vacuum tube. Really, that's what it is. So those giant computers that would fill a room with vacuum tubes back in World War II, the last vestige that I know of in most people's homes was the CRT. The CRT television was the last remnant of that vacuum tube technology from your grandparents before they had transistor radios. Eh? Transistor radios changed the world. I remember my old transistor radio when I was growing up as a kid. It was so great until the battery died. And then you realize you didn't have enough money to buy a new battery, a new 9-volt brick battery, until your next allowance came in. You're cut off from the world, man. Or at least cut off from the local sports scores or whatever. Anyway, I digress. So this video called Game Changers. It's on. I misspoke yesterday. I said game designers. It's actually esport players. I don't know what's going in my head. I got bonked on the head on Thursday, so I'm not as sharp. Not that I'm very sharp in the first place. I'm not that sharp in the first place, but I got from dull to duller. Oh, great. Wonderful. And so, what I'll do is that because if you're watching along and you just start to chime in, what I'm going to do is that I was trying to find a countdown counter as well, the widget to put on the screen here. But of course, I ran out of time. I said, that's going to spend me another hour to find that thing and make it work. I'm having troubles setting this all up, my, uh, my temporary studio for today. So, hope you enjoy the calming greens because this is the end of the weekend. It is for many of us in North America. Daylight saving time has kicked in, and so everyone's lost an hour of sleep. So everyone's going to feel like turning in early anyway. So I hope this sort of green and these earth tone backgrounds will calm you down, especially after the game I played last night, which gave me so much adrenaline. I wasn't able to sleep for an hour. I was like, I was wired. It's like, oh my god, I just if you want to watch the stream last night, that's fine. But yeah, I basically got killed about I don't know 4 or 5 dozen times in that game, and that does something to a man, man. You can never recover from that right away, man. Because I'm an old guy, so my healing factor sucks. Back to that. Um. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to count down to the video. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to swig another, sorry, that psht sound, if you might have heard that. Mike might have picked it up, I don't know. I just opened up my bottle of ginger ale because I had, not going to lie, I've had a very challenging last several days. So I just thought, I deserve a steakhouse burger. Just go to a steakhouse, order their burger. Now, I could have just ordered a burger anyway. It is frankly more expensive than other burgers. I kind of like Dairy Queen's burgers, to be honest. Don't tell anyone. But not a sponsor. But I went for a steakhouse burger, and the reason why is that you can order unique sides, right? Because if you're in a steakhouse, they'll just say, "Oh, you want burgers and fries?" And then you can just look at them and go, "Can I have a baked potato instead of fries? And can I have it all dressed with copious sour cream, bacon bits, green onions, and butter? Thank you." So you get a burger and a baked potato, man. You don't need no fries. Fries they can do in their sleep. They got baked potatoes and their warmers. They're just more than happy to just. It's even faster than a fry. So there you go. So I always get my baked potato piping hot, and it's great. Baked potato and a burger. Gotta try it sometime. Don't just get fries, man. That means you don't need any ketchup. Woo! You're a grown up now. No ketchup. Woo! Anyway, I'm gonna swig my ginger ale and we'll start this thing. What I'll do is that throughout when pauses in the show, as I'll announce how much time is left, so you know where we are if you want to follow along or catch up later. Okay? Because some of you might be turning in early because it's daylight savings time, and you might feel like turning in early, and I don't blame you. So you don't have to stick around. Just watch a bit with me, and just we'll discover the world of Korean esport players and how the Korean work ethic comes to play. I haven't seen this yet, and kind of interested because, like I said, I'm just going back into the world of video games. Um, I think I found where my niche might possibly be because, anyway, as I said before, I'm a first responder in my other line of work, and I've seen enough, shall we say, unsettling things in my day. So having some more unsettling things in my gameplay may not be my 100% cup of tea unless you guys demand it from me. If you demand it from me and you sign up for subscriptions and just pull things my way in that direction, all right. But I will do so uh, with that preface right there. All right. So okay, sorry, drink. Without further ado, you're going to hear the let's see here. Let's see if I can pull it up. And then, oh, there it is. I'm going to step across the room for a second. you can't. I'm still in the room in front of you, but I've got in my real room, not my virtual room. I'm just gonna. There we go. All right, here we go. All right. So I'm gonna let you know when we're starting this thing. The link is in the description, so if you want to follow along the movie, uh, if you want to follow along, then you can certainly do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the first few moments of it, so we can all get queued up together, and uh, then I'll have to mute it because I don't want to get copyright struck in a big way. All right, but I will do some commentary while we do this. All right, so I'll do some play-by-play while we do this. Okay, so we're gonna go right to the start. Okay, film starting now. Okay, you heard the pachoo poo. Da 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 da. Kingston Road Pictures. We're just doing the opening title cards. Rah, 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 rah. Looking for group productions. And again, this is free on YouTube. So, okay, now we got the opening shot of looks like maybe possibly Seoul, South Korea. So, there we go, folks. All right, we're off to the races. Yeah. All right, so movie's just starting. Yeah, so they're talking about Park Young Eun, and one of the reasons that so Korean work culture. Yes, I suspect it's going to be similar to yes, and they don't like playing games in a strict environment. He's talking about the culture clash. Yeah, and yes, so it's experienced a fast and harsh economic growth, and the economic growth has also developed from a strict work culture. You got to remember that Korea up until the early '80s was actually a military dictatorship. It almost slipped into one in last winter. So so it's not surprising that sort of military mindset might still be you know going on. Yeah, and so they spend tons and tons of time practicing, just really honing their skills. They're inside looks like basically a practice arena where there's guys sitting around a horseshoe shaped, yeah, horseshoe shaped desks, and they go from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And from 11:30 to 1, they have lunch, so they have 90 minutes for lunch and give their eyeballs a rest, I think. And then from 1 to 5, they practice again. Oh boy. So this is where the fun ends and the work begins, right? Because you just think, oh, I get to play games all day. They're going to talk to Kim Jun Hoo, professional player. Yeah. Now they just gone to now they've gone to more of the sort of the sounds and sights of downtown Seoul. Now they're going into a looks like an esports arena or studio. Yeah, now now they're definitely in their studio. Okay, so now they've just entered the arena. Now they're ready to play at this tournament called BlizzCon. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. This is all new, still new to me. So this is as much a way for me to get to understanding, get an understanding of how esports works from the back end. So and yeah, so they're following a couple of the Korean team members, right? And he's one around. One of the players is one around. Yeah. So and then there's the open. Finally, the phone calls. So Game Changers, Dreams of BlizzCon. So we finally get to the full titling. So Paul is an esport host. Yeah. So he's talking about how to make it compelling, how to make esports compelling for spectators. So there you go. And there's ubiquitous Red Bull jerseys. There you go. Yeah. So it's the he's talking about the culture of Korea and so how the Korean male decide what goes on TV, and so the kids feel they don't want to watch what daddy's watching. They go out and escape into their own cafes and internet cafes where they can game. See where's this going? So they're talking to a PC gamer uh, station. So it's one of these PC game stores or hangs so much hangouts. Yeah. So the PC bang is what they call it. As well as a meeting place, so you get to socialize after school or after a homework club. I get it, man. the the the, uh, the arcades when I was growing were certainly really like that, except they weren't as social because you're just facing the arcade and your eyes are turned to the screen to each other. Whereas here you can sit in a horseshoe and face at least poke your head up like a gopher, stick your head out and go, yeah, there you go. And so they start to feed off each other, and that's when esports starts to develop into Korean culture. This is great. So Blizzard Entertainment released StarCraft 2, which they said was a chessboard of 256 by 256 with 100 players. So it's a real-time strategy game. So in a new digital format. So chess in a new digital format. with more pieces and more squares. Oh my goodness. I'm actually thinking of doing one of my Sunday video essays as the history of games, board games, and yeah, I got a very interesting talk from uh, someone who invented a game out in Portland, Oregon here, sort of in the neighborhood of where I'm at in Canada, but in Portland, Oregon. And there's thousands of people globally who watch these sports. I'll be right back. I was gonna grab something. Oh, let me see the screens from here though. Oh, this is good. This is good. Let's talk about Sweden, and a few other places. So the time. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the time. The time sequence right now is almost a 10-minute mark. So we're 10 minutes in. There's a crowd of people cheering on their favorite players at the BlizzCon. So yeah, so they're saying that PC Bangs, the Korean little Korean shops, was basically invented esports. So after school, I used to go to a PC Bang near here. I used to study hard. My grades weren't bad. This is a veteran player who's just going over his old haunts. But once he started going into StarCraft, he started to stop studying. His mom discouraged him from playing PC games. Not because of the game, but because he used to smoke in there. So he didn't want. She wanted to smoke. Yeah. So he's pointing out his old haunts where he used to play. Doesn't matter if he won or lost. So I guess that all programmers got their dreams started here. So it's basically like in Canada with like your friendly local hockey rink, right? Your little hockey rink in your small town. You all dream of playing the NHL. Yeah, so going from like your local PC bang to global players, that's what the dream is. But he felt it with self is too far away. They started out playing for fun, don't we all? And if he's not feeling nostalgia going back to his old haunts, it just makes him miss his old friends. And so the player in off season lives with his mom in Cheonan. I'm gonna murder these pronunciations in Korean. Sorry, my Hangul ain't that great. So he's talking about he had a very comfortable childhood. He liked playing games at home. Oh, that's too bad. His father passed away when he was a child. He died in a car accident, and so his mom raised him alone. Aw. So they were poor, but she had a hard time. She had been ripped off, and I guess that's what spurred him to become a pro gamer even more. So his mom's talking about raising him by himself, and if it didn't work a lot, we wouldn't be able to get by, is what she's saying. And Korea already has long work hours. She left the house 10 in the morning and come back 10 at night. But he wasn't alone because he had lots of games, and his friends would play with him as well. So there you go. He wasn't alone. But his mom is just getting very sentimental just thinking about those hard times. and she almost felt like doing self harm. Poor lady. She added up all her insurance policies and said, but but she thought, oh, this is like what Lenny Loman in Death of a Salesman, kind of like if I just get the insurance money and off myself, then I can support my child. Oh, that's so sad. So he promised her that he would make the money. Oh, he told her to give me 3 years. He said, Mom, I'll be making money in 3 years and I will support you. And he made good on his promise. Oh, he sends all his salary to her. He told her not to work anymore. He wants to support her. And he's earned the money to do so to buy her a car and a house. Oh, man. He's a real treasure to me, is what she says. Oh, all right. So they're showing the grand champion MC of Star. So he's basically the Tom Brady of StarCraft. 400K. Wow. So imagine you got a world class chess champion with a Hulk Hogan personality as MC. He likes to entertain. Wow. So he sings, he dances, and he beats the so his goal is to just entertain. Oh my God. Oh my God. He just dropped the some words. So MMA, the StarCraft rival to MC. There we go. And he's the OG relevant player from the start of StarCraft. Okay. Again, he grew up in a sort of very, very poor family. And so he worked that was his incentive to work hard on his gamer career. So the guy has champion blood in him. Yeah. You can hear the crowd chanting MMA in his championship, first championship. Wow. Said he almost cried, but no tears came out. And for the first time, it felt like it was the right decision to become a pro gamer. No kidding, hey. When you have the whole world with you, you feel like you're doing the right things. Wow. Yeah, right. So yeah. So he was like, they compared him to Rocky being knocked down too many times and harder to get off the canvas. So, so is he hungry enough anymore? Is the real question. Okay. Yeah, but don't forget that feeling of winning. Yeah, yeah. I hear that. You win too many times after a while, you just get a little soft or sloppy, and the dynasty's end. So now now there's two talking heads in English talking about the StarCraft two tournaments of this year during the documentary. So how to qualify for BlizzCon. So so 3 seasons of World Championship StarCraft in order to qualify, and a failure in one of those can put you far west. So you really have to be consistent. You can't just have one great qualifying tournament. You need to have nail all three: Asia, Europe, and America. Those are the three. Yeah. So 16 player single elimination, $250,000 prize pool. So maybe the top 50 in the world can be maybe get into 16. Wow. Yeah. Wow. That's how important it is. Just to get to BlizzCon. Okay. Time check. It is 21 minutes into the film. MA and MC have been sponsored by German companies and will compete in Europe this year. There you go. So the picture of Dusseldorf, Germany. Gotta love those German names with the umlaut in the U, right? Just look like a smiley face. You ever thought of that? The umlaut U is a smiley face? Anyway. Um, so he's moved to Germany. So MC's moved to Germany. So because the sponsor wanted to play in the German league. And because it's a German team, it would cost less for sponsors bringing me here. Right. So he's a bit of a ringer on the cheap. Because it must be too expensive to just try to play out in the hyper competitive Korean leagues. And also, it's not experience that you get every time to live in a foreign country for a year. That's true. So he just took it as a chance to regain passion for the game. Yeah, sometimes it's just like, that's why sometimes players get traded in professional sports, right? For a change of scenery to recharge. So he's talking about how everything's scheduled and living together. So as Korean teammates, they have to keep to a specific regimen and some group karaoke. Nice. So at least you don't get bored. But he misses not enough alone time in all this. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Oh yeah, belt it out, man. Belt out that song. I don't know what he's singing. So what he misses about Korea, he misses his friends and his mom. Aw, yeah, I know that feeling. The biggest challenge is he always has to stick with his housemates because he has no other friends there, and he can't meet girls. Yeah, yeah. A girlfriend won't just pop out of nowhere. It's true. So they're talking about the isolation, the isolation of playing in a team with a team with your mates, but not being able to communicate with other outside the bubble. So now they're MC and MA have qualified enough to go into the WCS in Dusseldorf, or not Dusseldorf, Cologne, Germany. So MC is currently ranked eighth in total WCS points. Remember, top 16 go in. So now they're talking to the European fans. Guy flew in from Finland. There's some MC fans, and MMA is currently ranked 18th, so he's on the bubble right now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You just gotta keep your routines, your winning ways, and don't get too nervous or too distracted. Okay, so they got Stardust lined up with MC. Two Koreans going 1-1. Okay, MC's made it, and Jack G, another Korean, will face off in the second round. Okay, so MC showing his skills, doing well in the strange land. Okay, so MMA versus Snoot from Norway. Okay, all right. Okay, so Viking has fallen. That's what the commentators are saying. I love the hype talk of sports commentators, don't you? I know it's a bit corny, but I love it. The hilarious talk among sportscasters sometimes. What it just reminds me of what when I used to be uh, a rugby player back in the day. Believe it or not, before I became so milk toast. Okay, so MC versus MMA. Oh boy, for WCS Europe for the first round, the two heavyweights are going after each other face to face in the final. My goodness. Uh-oh. MMA is starting to feast here. Yeah, there. Yeah, MC started to get too aggressive. I think that he's actually in his head. MMA's in his head there. Ooh. Oh. Now MMA is getting turning into lunch. Oh my goodness. So MC gets the WCS Championship of Europe. Wow. There you go. And 25K, an agony of defeat. MMA. He was out. He was more upset about his performance rather than the result. He had it almost in the bag. So he's talking about it being his 6 years a pro. Oh no, he's thinking of retirement, but he doesn't want to retire. They have a short career span. Yeah, you're too old if you turn over 26, and so MMA is 27. Yeah, but it's no different than any other professional athletes, right? Because if you get out of your 20s, you're considered over the hill, right? Tennis, football, esports. So when I assess the game, my perspectives remain the same. He still has good imagination of how the game's going to turn out and good strategy. But when he wants to implement it, it doesn't work his hands. Yeah, so it's the whole hand-eye thing. The hand-eye slows down, and so the younger bucks with the better hand-eye coordination are able to execute better. So he can see it, but you can see it better. Experience is catching up, but it's not catching up to the speed of reaction time that the younger guys have. Yeah, I hear that. Anyone watch my stream last night? Oh my god. Ah, yeah. Younger players aren't aware of the socioeconomic pressures of life outside gaming. So they don't have the life skills to go say, okay, because think about it, they're in a bubble, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, maybe should you go to college? They have a lot of that stuff all paid for, right, as being sponsored. But once the sponsorship ends or you retire, then all those benefits end. Yeah. Oh yeah, and there's also compulsory military service in Korea as well. So that's as some members of BTS have also done, right? So they have to go to the military. So so that their practice station in Germany is different than the Korean one. And they're trying to teach them a little bit about life outside of the bubble. So they're basically introverted, not only in personality but by the conditions of their training. So they're trying to break them out of their shell. And so Germany is, geez, I can't think of a better place. Yeah, you don't know how to do gaming. You don't know how to have all these life skills. Yeah. And a lot of these guys, like you notice this, so some of them came from poor families. They didn't have resources coming to them, or people with, uh, you know, from a higher socioeconomic strata. So they're going to have resource issues of how to deal with life skills they never got fully. Yeah, so they're learning how to do laundry and cook their own pasta and all that other fun stuff of being an adult, right? Thankfully, I'm not one of those bubble guys. I'm too old for that. My streaming studio is not filled with empty pizza boxes. All right. Although I have to say that, yeah, I do like my Haribo gummies. Not gonna lie. So he credits his working hard in the sort of new environment to make him more getting his laziness out of him for StarCraft playing. So like I said, sometimes a change of scenery does you good. Yeah. So he's trying to give perspective, say, like, yeah, your job may seem tough, kids, but wait until you work a 9 to 5. Yeah. So office work or 9 to 5 is different. Yeah. So he feels like he's accomplished everything MC's saying in StarCraft. And he's saying that no one's near my level. I haven't practiced much. I don't think I have to practice much to beat these guys. Uh-oh. Season 2. So now they do home play for a second round. Oh boy. Oh, MMA's biting it. Wow. Go to 16. Then they go into the studios from 32 to 16. Okay, MC's making a lot of mistakes now. Yeah. San San has beaten MC. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Kind of a wake up call. I'm not invincible. You have to do more. Yeah. So bit of foreshadowing. They said that you can't have to win all the seasons, all 3 seasons in a year, and if you miss that, then you're done for. So he lost a lot of points on season 2. So you must win season 3 finals to make it to BlizzCon. So they're talking about MMA's in a slump, and if he doesn't win the most trophies, so it's 2 years mandatory service, military service in Korea. Yeah, so he's yeah. So after you spend 2 years in the military, then you're not in it anymore. You've been too out of the loop, and you haven't played competitively for too long. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, he knows that he's under a lot of pressure. Under deep, he's under a lot of weight. That if he doesn't perform and doesn't continue his career, then he's going to go into the military, and that's pretty much the end of the line for him. He's feeling lonely in Germany and the sponsorship there. He's feeling like he's lost purpose even when he practices. He finds himself going into autopilot. Yeah, yeah. So he doesn't feel it's to his advantage. Yeah, and he's going back and forth between his German sponsors, and back to Korea. So it's turning into a real grind. Yeah, yeah. He's got a supportive friend, but he's just but you know it's the challenges of staring them in the face. Wow. So when the World Championships were divided into three regions, there was a lot of fuss in Korea. They said that the runners ran away to other regions so they didn't have to. So some people in Korea are accusing MC of leaving Korea just to avoid competing in a hyper competitive environment in Korea. So they're saying they're not as competitive outside, and so you might be just getting a. So StarCraft has been their game in Korea, and so to run outside of Korea to train seems a bit like dodging some bullets. I see that. But he wants to badly teach the arrogant ones a lesson about trying to beat him. He wants to prove that he's still on top. He's still the boss. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yikes. Tell Toronto. T dot. Yeah. So this is another tournament. So MC's demeanor has changed. Yeah, yeah. He's low guarded. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So there he is in Toronto. wearing the maple leaf. I wasn't expecting this. Oh, Canada. Yeah. Toss that merch into the crowd. There he goes, waving the flag. Nice. So Flash, another legendary gamer. This looks like to be an exhibition game. They would say a friendly in football, right? In footy, they would call this a friendly. Wow. Yeah. So he's betting his reputation against a guy named Flash in Toronto. Nice. Yeah. Now some play by play. So game one goes to MC. He's definitely got nerves. His hands are shaking and that sort of thing. Flash is seems to be in trouble as well. He's just on the charge now. So best 2 out of 3, and he won the first two, so he's done. He's good. Yes. Now he's yelling at the crowd, cheering them on, congratulating his opponent. Yeah, fans of the game really enjoyed that. You've never seen us quite a cheer like that. So after his performance in Toronto, he's gone up to the top of the WCS point standings. So he secured his place at BlizzCon. The time now is 44:40. So 45 minutes in, guys. Halfway through the show. I'm enjoying this. MMA is currently ranked 17th. He's on the bubble. He's still on the bubble. He's mostly living in a team house, as he's reflecting. He didn't have a chance to live with his parents through his adolescence. And every time he sees his parents, he makes me happy. The thing that he looks forward to the most. Yeah. He's missing his mom's cooking. I want it so bad, he says. Yeah. Road food. When he was in elementary school, he really wanted to go to the PC bang. He even stole money from her purse, even from her Bible. The money she saved for the church offering. Oh my God. I thought she would never find out. And he wanted to play StarCraft. Oh my God. He couldn't stop playing StarCraft. Oh, he always found a way to play. Yeah. Yeah. So he's trying to find some nice gift fruit, it looks like. So he was in fourth or fifth grade. Amazing. StarCraft was a game changer. Oh, he got some lovely gifts. Aw. After StarCraft, he didn't study anymore. He used to go to the PC bank so often. My parents spent good money to buy me a computer, but you couldn't play StarCraft on it, so I kept going to the PC bank. Yeah. Aw. And now he's making up for it, trying to be the good son. Oh. Oh, look at that. Oh, family reunions are always so good. Oh, group hug. Ah. His dad used to be a landscape architect. His job was to plant trees and trim branches. Yeah, landscaper. Oh, he cut by a chainsaw on the knee. And the way he looked at the injury, it was he saw his actions as God's way of speaking to him. The message for him was to become a pastor. That's why he was injured. If he became a pastor, everything would be fine. So his dad's asking him point blank, "Is this your last season?" And he said, "Yes, it is. I'm going to do my best." And then I joined the army. He said, but dad says, "Don't be so selfish. Do God's work as well." He, he nervous laughs about the whole idea of God, making God happy. He's saying that I've never seen you pray after you win a match, but he considers it an abstract concept. But to his parents, religion is so important to them, and he can't relate. So when he started studying to become a pastor, he couldn't support the family financially. Yeah, no kidding. He enrolled in university to study theology and had no time to support them financially. Yeah. So his mom worked a lot of hours. So she put the whole family, including the dad, through school. Wow. Back then, he didn't understand his parents and resented them a little. If it were not for the church, we'd have better conditions. But his parents gave all their earnings to the church, so he was felt quite disappointed. The parents tell me that they want me to become a pastor, not just a regular pastor, especially a pastor who cares for physically disabled people. They always tell me that, but it's not for him. Yeah, yeah. When he won his first prize money from StarCraft 2, his parents told him, "You made money because of God." She says, "You're off with the money to God." That's what they always say, and why I donate my prize money to a church. And he's not happy or unhappy about it because he wants to make his parents happy. Yeah. Aw. He knows his mom likes fruit, but but had to buy cheap fruit because they didn't have much money. So one day she called their son and told him that I had bought her rotten fruit. That upset him very much. He sent money to us and told us to eat what we want as often as we can. And now she eats a lot of fruit. Thinks about us ever since he always brings some good quality fruits. Oh, what a good son. He already told him the story, confessed about his how he got spanked for stealing money. Are there any other stories from his childhood? He's getting into this now. How could there be? You play games all day. But she feels very happy. His mom feels happy. She doesn't see them. It's very rare the four of us all together. It does not happen very often. The fact that we're out together is happiness itself. It really is. So he doesn't want to be a priest. He doesn't want to be. He just wants to win BlizzCon. He doesn't want to be a soldier either. So now we're at the finals for the Premier League Grand Finals. Here we go. 52 minutes in, guys. We're now 52 minutes in. So MMA has arrived to the European studios for the finals. Yeah, he's got to bring it tonight. MMA's got to win or be knocked out. He has to perform. Yeah. So he's got a lot of weight on his shoulders now. Family side, army side, and even his fans starting saying that they doubt him now. But for him, that's the biggest problem. It's just the game. Wow. That's a great cut. They cut to the sermon from his father in his church. Whatever you do, have a burning desire. You can't win the fight if you think about losing. You must fight for your life. And now he's got his eyes closed. Okay, he's number 17. He has to win. Ah, okay. So he's finally won one. MMA's finally won one. He's got a smile on his face. Oh, now he's in the second round, going up his new opponent, San. Oh my God. So now they're in he's in the finals. So this guy's already defeated MC. But think about this. MC's already qualified for BlizzCon. So maybe he just mailed that game in and said, oh, well, this guy will take the biggest opponent out for me. And that opponent being Yoda. Backwards would speak I. Why didn't? It's been a while since I broke out my Yoda impression. Oh, okay, big move on Yoda. MMA is slipping down, but he's looking calm. Okay, so a surprise counterattack from MMA. Oh, snap. And the crowd's starting to chant MMA. Ah, comeback win. Sweet. Yoda. Mm, the force is strong with this one. Sorry. There you go. MMA won. Ah, yeah, he really showed up hard of a champion. No matter how low he fell, he managed to climb back up with hard work. And he kissed the trophy. He's regaining that energy, that vibe he had before. Ooh, someone's feeling good. Oh boy. Wow. So breaking the action is now 57 minutes in. So he's tired of the German team house. He's gone back home. So he's bought a place with the winnings from BlizzCon. Nice. And of course, when you have your own place, you just fill it with your own passions, right? He's fond of singing, so he's got the nice. It looks like a Sennheiser. Is that a Sennheiser? Nice. He's singing, surrounded by childhood photos and stuff. This is great. He's got a punching bag. That's something he likes to practice on sometimes. Nice. Nice light bag. That's cool. And he's got the trophy case. So showing off his trophies from Germany, Sweden, and Korea. Place called Austin, Texas. And then our first one he ever won, so he considers that his most memorable. Yeah. He said the next most memorable is the IEM Championship in Germany. His first dream was to become president, president of Korea. Yeah. Then he wanted to be a police officer. Dreams change constantly. Yeah, especially as a kid. Oh my god. Then his dream was to become a pro gamer, and he wanted to win tournaments. And after winning a tournament, he wanted to win another one. And then dreams develop like that. Uh, but right now, he doesn't have a dream. He just wants. Yes, he just wants to win BlizzCon. Being an entertainer wasn't my original dream. But there's this guy Hong Jin Ho, who was a pro gamer and now a successful entertainer in Korea. Yeah, yeah, I heard about that guy. After my career as a programmer, I want to become an entertainer on TV. Yeah, you got to use your clout, man. Use your clout and write it out, man. But he thinks he make a good casting support sport actor. Well, he got enough personality, kid. I'll give you that. So he's come to Seoul from his hometown to meet his mentor. Though he didn't win any championships, he's famous for finishing second in many times. So he's had a successful life as an entertainer after retiring. He's gonna meet him. Jinho was on a TV show called The Genius, and he managed to appear on many more TV shows. And now he's very active in the entertainment business. Yeah, you just gotta get name recognition, right? That's the main name of the game is getting name recognition. You can't be just a one trick pony if you want to stay in the spotlight. Otherwise, you'll just be seen as a one hit wonder. He's never met him in private, so he's gonna take a few notes. Yeah, very respectful meeting. So he wants to know, so he's interviewing him. You want to still be a pro gamer? Is there any dream outside after your retirement? Do you have a plan? Do you want to work in the entertainment business? MC has that in mind. He says yes. So, so he said most more factors here for still a professional gamer. You don't plan to quit next year. You're gonna play for 3 more years, right? Let's say you play one more year. Your field requires a lot of training and intense concentration. You'll have to practice really hard just to play for a year. You can't afford a luxury of thinking your future like this. Uh, you're compromising yourself as a programmer with complacency. Yeah, it's very important. You're heading to BlizzCon. That's a huge match for you. This is very important. The thing about was heading to BlizzCon is I didn't have a mentor. Yeah, he just is a pioneer, and I lost my concentration and lost got distracted by other things. That's why my nickname is Mr. Second Place, Miss Semi-Finalist, and so on. Looking back, I really regret those days. Oh wow. Aw, yeah. And I feel sad to see you following in my footsteps. Oh, I can see a bright future for you if you keep the right mindset. Don't be too stressed. Fighting, fighting. BlizzCon outside of Europe. Yeah, but StarCraft 2. They say he won't win. He can win, but he's not. MMA is. We've got the Rocky sequence now. He's training. He's doing chin ups. He hasn't quite done the Rocky thing of opening up a fridge and eating a raw egg, but and he hasn't run up the steps in front of the Philadelphia Art Museum. But you know what I mean. It's that point now. So BlizzCon's more than just a game competition. It's a lifestyle. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. It's a convention of people in the same lifestyle. So I was wondering what type of ceremony I would do to win BlizzCon. Yeah, but it hasn't hit reality yet. Oh boy, there's LA. Oh man, an arcade of palm trees. So MMA is now talking about trying not to get too excited. Just focus on the game and relax as much as possible. That's when he plays best. So these are the 16 players, best players in the whole world gathered together so far in one bus. Wow. You qualified for BlizzCon. You might not actually play at BlizzCon. They have to win off-site in Burbank first. ESL Studios. So it's pre-BlizzCon is what they call it. MC and CJ Hero are going to play, and they're chasing each other in the parking lot. That's old school gaming right there. That's, that's the oldest game ever. He got some sleep, is what the MC's saying. But he's a bit tired because he had a photo shoot and he couldn't train as much. There we go. But he feels okay. Okay, so this is the Burbank pre-show show, if you know what I mean. Protos. Okay, so this is a rare meetup, right? Okay, so the counterattack by MC is look. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, he wins round one. Okay, so GG's just one match two. Okay, and MMA is watching. So GG's gone to round of 8. MC's out. The boss has been tossed. Yeah. The agony of defeat. So when he got Rock knocked out of BlizzCon's round of 16, MC was pretty devastated. And his mom just said, "It's good that you made the finals, though." He became number one. She's saying his father would be proud of him. Oh, yeah, I'm sure he would, D. My family told me that I don't look like my father. But since becoming a successful programmer, people said I have my father's intelligence. Ah, my dad, who passed away, would probably be proud of his son. Yeah. Oh, oh, that's so. Oh, it just hit me in the kokoro. Oh man. See you, bud. Now it's to MMA. I've invested a lot of time into BlizzCon. Couldn't see my family and beloved friends. Practiced a lot. I don't want all this hard work to be in vain. I really want to win. Yeah. The match I'm playing next is the WCS Grand Final round of 16. He's next up. Have to win this round in order to win my chance to go to the BlizzCon main stage. Wow. Okay. They're all gearing up. They're sitting at their stations. MMA and Stardust as opponent. He's doing all the right things, taking up. But came to engagement, he was a bit sloppy. That's what I mean by the hand eye. Okay, so Stardust won that one. Okay. Okay. So MMA is starting to get his game back. He's getting the feels. There we go. And he won round two. So now it's so Stardust is in a predicament. So he's just added pressure into positions. Nice. Okay, there we go. So MMA's won and he's in the final eight. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see if his Rocky story arc comes true here. Any relief? Now I realize it's real. And one of the colleagues from the sports broadcast surprised him from behind, but gave him a big hug. He made the BlizzCon, and now you have to perform. Oh, it's all on him on MMA. No members who came in seventh or eighth. You lose your first out, you're out. Yeah. He's going to face Bomber at the quarterfinals with Mr. MMA. How's he feeling? I'm really excited right now. He's raising. No kidding. Minute 14 in, guys. Minute 14. Oh my God, the crowd's outside. Oh my Lord. Wow. What when the players walk in, they know it's an event that can make or break their careers. This is what the commentators are saying. You might sign your contract for another year. Not worried about the business. They're just worried about winning. Oh, MC's there and he's cheering up his old adversary. That's cute. That's so cute. Yeah. So MC's going to be in the audience cheering on MMA. Aw. So backstage, and they're just trying to focus on the upcoming matches. They're on their computers. So they're doing practice rounds. I'm sure they're making sure there's no glitching or anything. For the gamers and fans here, this is the big festival. And there's lots of cosplayers. StarCraft, people cheering StarCraft, but it's dead serious backstage. It's all the marbles for the whole year. He wants to get money for family for MMA. Yeah, it's for all the marbles now. So that everyone can party outside. It's like a tailgate party for the Super Bowl, you know? Everyone gets to party outside with the players. They're not partying. Party only happens to the winner. Jeez. They're showing the people inside the convention hall. Oh, and I guess it's festival seating because people are just running to try and get their seats, best seats in the arena there. Oh my god! I love the intercuts between that and the game footage of the armies attacking. That's very clever. It's a game within a game. Oh man, that was good video editing there. I have to give them that. And now the countdown begins. Oh man, this is great. Oh, now they're backstage waiting for the MCs. There, it's now the global final, says the MC. Crowd cheering. The top eight players. All right, the great eight. Let's go. And MC gets to the center of the stage first in the lineup. There you go. He's feeling himself. First game is especially significant. So that was a 3-2 win for Bomber. So it's Bomber versus MMA. So they met before last year. All right. So the talking heads are now talking about who's gonna potentially win, who's on a hot streak. We're at 1 minute 18 now. So it looks like the consensus pick is Bomber. Yeah. The crowd's hyped. And now they have Chorus people singing, ah. So people are watching online and on screen and in the venue. So Bomber realizes he's in trouble. MMA picks up a command center. Oh, there you go. There you go. No, he sits at he's on top of the two guys. So MMA is a huge win in the semis. There you go. I love you guys. Have fun. Everyone's like wants to. Everyone's like cheering on because they realize, oh my god, is he back? So GG's moving up. The 2011 BlizzCon champ, MMA, and Classic. All right. So MMA has picked up his game still. He's running over bases. Oh my God. So Classic is not having a classic day. Everyone thought he was washed up, but he's now standing up to the world again. And he's got it again. And he gets a aw, amazing is what it says with MMA spelled for amazing. Ooh. So they're waiting for the finals. Who's going to be his opponent? The commentators. Not going to be not be an easy game. So life, the young guy, 16 or 17, has no fear yet. So it's life versus MMA. So an unlikely pairing. The veteran versus the kid, as they would say in boxing, to be global champion. Minute 22 on the dot now, guys. Minute 22 into the thing. Okay, countdown. Five, four, three, two, one. Boop. The 2014 WCS final. I know this is 10 years ago, guys, but hey, for those of you who are uh, looking for entertainment on a budget, free movies on YouTube. Did you know that there's free movies on there? So, seven-time winner of different championships, Star Tale Life, or Life for short. Although we really want life for long, if you know what I mean. We want a long life, but a short life for this tournament, yeah. So, former champion, MMA, here we go. Sorry, I'm getting stuffed up again. I did mention I was coming off a sicky, icky week, so I'm getting stuffed up. Here's the coin toss. Yeah, she's got the juice back. Fighting. Feels like he didn't practice enough. He's thinking about his family in Korea and his brother who always watches his games. Wow. He's got more heart. Grand finals. Oh, here we go. May's off to a good start. Oh, the crowd's kind of like, what the heck? Uh-oh, he's going. He's coming at them. Yeah, he's just rolling over life's defenses here. Life is starting to come back a little. He's got to bring out everything. Uh-oh. Now it's going. Got to go into defensive positions. Oh, life one. Oh, damn. So whatever you do, guys, don't speed up to 1 minute and 26 into the video and spoil things. All right. His family realized he might not think it's hard, but they know it was hard for him. They knew it was hard for me. I'm so impressed with him. He found his way, is what his dad says, as he matured. I'm very proud of him. His dad's actually in tears. You can see his eyes welling up with water. Oh, when I retire, he says, I want to display all my trophies in a row with both of my hands painted. I want to hang paintings to the right and left of my trophies at home. Hang hand paintings. He wants to have kids and make them proud of dad. Oh, oh. I'm not crying. You're crying. Oh. He's still got 50K in prize money. From humble beginnings, esports become a global phenomenon with a rapidly growing audience. Yeah. It continues to inspire future champions. Oh, yeah. And now we're going to the credits. Okay, well, there's 3 minutes of credits starring MC Jangmin Chul, MMA Moon Sung Won. Wow, that was surprisingly moving. A very moving documentary. I wasn't ready for that. I thought it'd be more like the nuts and bolts of gaming, but I love moving documentaries. I love documentaries that hit you in the heart, and this one certainly did. Oh God. Oh boy. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that at all. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, so it's pardon me. I'm just gonna step away for a second. Oh, oh my god. So, I was blown away by that. That was great. I, I I give it like I mean I've seen better documentaries, but for introducing me to a world that I'm not familiar with BlizzCon. Sorry, I'm just wiping my eyes. I'm not crying. You're crying. All right, pardon me. I'm gonna mute my mic for a second. Hold on a second. I gotta blug my nose. Hold on. Mute. Ah. Oh, sorry. I had to blow my nose because it got me stuffed up. Just well, my own father is no longer with us. Well, it's been a while, so but I still miss him every day. When I work out, when I get to a certain number in a set, and I know that was his lucky number, that's what he considered his lucky number. That's the moment I take a moment to think of him in the middle of my day when I'm doing something, doing my relaxation exercise, and when I hit that magic number, then I'm reconnected with him. So yeah, I know family is so important, and yeah, this I wasn't expecting a family film out of esports thing, even though they had built up the rivalries pretty good. That was a good choice of rivalries, but just to because the one thing about documentaries is you never guaranteed a happy ending, right? Because it's based on real life. Oh yeah, it would have been nice if MMA won the championship in the end, and that would be a great fairy tale ending. But it might have actually helped boost the documentary for crying out loud if it did, right? From relative, you know, obscurity. But as a documentarian, you don't have complete control over that. You're dealing with people's real lives, and it gets messy, and it gets uh, and reality gets in the way, like this young whippersnapper life, you know. And it's 10 years ago, so life might already have retired by this point, or is thinking of retiring, or maybe he's got to do compulsory military service in Korea. You know, life moves on, right? Pardon the pun. But yeah, that was great. I enjoyed that. If yeah, so I left again. I put the link in the description below if you want to see the movie and you missed, and if you want to play that. You, I've got so many devices in my house. It's not even funny. So not only do I have this gaming laptop, I have a regular old laptop that I bought really cheap, and it's not nowhere near powerful enough to run games. But I use that for other things like um, more Microsoft Office type of stuff, your spreadsheets and your documents and that sort of thing. Because I rather want to free up the hard drive cache and everything on my gaming computer so they don't get too mixed up. Oh yeah, my graphic design on the other one. That's not video editing. That is on the other one. And then I have several Apple devices. And the reason why I say this is that in that way, what I've done is sometimes I am, of course, looking through one. Maybe I'm trying to find stock quotes or something, or news, VTuber news on one device, while another device is just chugging away in the background. Maybe I'm listening to a podcast, or it's you know uh, it's rendering some video clips or something like that. You know what I mean? So yeah. So if you want to hear my running commentary of the film at the same time you're playing the film, uh, and you want to run those simultaneously on two different devices, be my guest. That's what I do. It was rumored that Julius Caesar himself was able to write, listen, and speak all at the same time, which made him the ultimate multitasker. And maybe that's the reason why he was such a good field general. Mm. Speaking of speaking of battles with real weapons in this case, um, yeah. Uh, so let's see here. Let's see. Um, so next week, I'll talk about next week. I can't get over I can't get over my backdrop in TV. This is hilarious. If you remember TVs like this as if you were growing up, they weren't flat screen. They weren't flat anything. In fact, I figured it out because of the vacuum tube technology. If you had a 14-inch TV, chances are the back of the TV was about 14 inches too. So it was basically a square. It was a cube. He didn't shape it like a cube after a while because it probably looked bulky. They managed to make the back end a little skinnier. So, that might have been liposuction. But anyway, they made the back end skinnier. But it basically was still, it was 14-inch wide. The screen was 14 inches wide. It'd be 14 inches deep. It was 26 inches wide, be 26 inches deep. It was 40 inches wide. You know the rest. So, they're basically big cubes. So if you've never seen TVs like this because you grew up at a certain point in the 2000s where those type of TVs just were wiped off the face of the earth. Yeah, that's how they used to work. So I just thought, no, since I'm an old school, uh, basically your VTuber uncle, this is what your uncle has in his place, in his pad, a clunky old CRT TV and a green couch. Mm. At least mine isn't wrapped in plastic. I'm not that old yet. Um, yeah, so next week is going to be, I haven't really planned anything. I think I will do something, well, not next week, but in the near future. Let's say in a couple of weeks or 3 weeks, is I want to do my celebration of Bochi the Rock, the anime that basically brought me back into the anime fandom world after being so out of it for years because I'm such a career-oriented guy. Um, then all of a sudden this anime dropped from the sky and I was sucked right in. Um, and now I'm watching different types of anime now. Slowly, I'm a slow viewer. Um, that's why I want to do watch along parties with you guys because that gives me an excuse to watch videos. Oh, right. Like the next one watch along is probably going to be, and I definitely can't show this on the screen and simulcast it, but I have bought a copy of Blue Giant, the jazz saxophone anime, uh, with a fantastic soundtrack by Hiromi and her friends. Hiromi's a extremely talented jazz pianist, and even though the story takes place with a saxophonist as the lead, her compositions with the saxophone and piano are just spectacular and a great soundtrack to the film. So uh, that might be a little bit pricey for you guys because it's still not free anywhere as far as I know. But if you want me to do that right away, let me know in the comments. Or if you want me to hold off until it becomes free-ish or cheap to rent for you guys, and that sort of thing. Or through if you want to do that, let me know in the comments. Also like and subscribe. Gotta get that in there. And part of me wants to do some gaming, but you know what? I'm gonna sign off here soon before I talk about the best thing I saw today. And I have a bias. It has me involved, but I wasn't the best thing that happened to me today. Was that a sentence? Was that a real sentence? But something I created created the opportunity for the best thing. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, so Bocha the Rock, Blue Giant, watch along possibly. Maybe I can find another free video for all of us to watch too. In the meantime, I can research that. Um, I'm gonna working on posting on more social media. So believe it or not, I just posted I think one or two videos on my Facebook page. So you look up Yakki Dachi, Yakki with two K's, Dachi on Facebook. I'm there now, and I've posted my puzzle skills, my word puzzle skills. I like to brag that I do the New York Times Wordle and Spelling Bee, find the solutions for both, usually under 3 minutes. You get me? 3 minutes to a solution from start to finish. And I have started recording them on my phone. So I'll post my phone screenshots as I play them, and no cheating. This is the app, right? So this is the app. So that means that it already knows when I visited. Now theoretically, I could look at someone else's answers and stuff, but I don't want to. That's cheating. It's just like the game I played last night, Make Good Decisions. I know other people have played it online. I could watch how they did it online. I don't plan to. I don't want to. I'm gonna stick it out and try and figure it out. That's what I want to do. I kind of want to play that game, but not on this stream because I need to. Nature's calling again. So let's just say I'm wrapping this up with my best thing I've seen today, and then maybe in 5 or 10 minutes I'll play a half hour of that. Oh, making good choices game. Oh, cheesing me off. And it's cleanse my palate. The next week I'll definitely play some more Tetris and Stumble Guys again because the games where I get smoked and killed all the time. I don't know. It does something to my soul. It ain't good. I think I've already seen enough like crazy things at work that are quite distressing at times. I don't need to get distressed at all. But hey, I asked for it. I even paid for the damn game. So there you go. I'm the idiot. Um, uh, so thank you for joining me on the video night. So the best thing that I saw today was I told you I got my head bonked when uh, an Uber driver, I'm just covering my mouth so I don't get sued. Uber driver was driving a little too fast around corners, and he drove over something he shouldn't have, and I banged my head against the roof of the cab, even though I was strapped in my seatbelt. I was wearing a seatbelt. I still hit the roof. And I have a pre-existing condition on my back where it just aggravated everything. I'm still suffering from it today, although it's gone down about 35%, 40%, but not quite over the hump yet. That's 50%. Um, so it's going to take me a while to get over it. But I decided to get back on the horse because I still need to do my rehab workout and that sort of thing. And even though my symptomatically my sickness is over, I'm still suffering the hangovers, which is a you know the stuffed up nose and the raspy voice. Not viral anymore. I'm quite sure of it though. Anyway, like I said, you can't catch what I'm getting through the computer screen. Only my computer viruses. My computer viruses. There you go. That you're free to catch those. Um, so today I was trying to be overprotective, and I was leaning my head a certain way inside another Uber ride to my workout space, to the pool. I like working out in the pool, and I was just turned so trying to avoid the roof because the roof was kind of low in this car as well. that I did not notice that my phone had slipped out of the pocket and fell between the seats. And so I went into the my workout space, went in the change room, realized my phone was gone, realized the car had already sped away, probably miles since I last saw it. So I called my phone, and thankfully the Uber passenger in the back seat heard the phone, picked it up, answered the call, handed it to the driver, but it was going to be another hour to an hour and a half before it would reach me, possibly. And after a few phone calls, um, my phone to his to my phone from borrowing a phone from the front desk at the gym that I work out in. We agreed that he was in the area and he was going to be by uh, in front of the place where we actually last saw each other. And about 50 minutes after I called, I went there. Within 50 minutes, he was there. He gave me my phone back. I tipped him a 20 in gratitude. But when he handed me the phone, he was smiling so big on his face because he knew he'd done a good deed today. I didn't even tell him I was going to give him a cash reward. That was going to be a surprise, and it was. But he was already smiling as he handed it to me. What a nice man. What a nice man. Oh my God. Because, if you lose a phone, basically, an Uber backseat might as well be a public space too. I received the kindness of strangers from two strangers, the guy who heard, or gal, I don't know who, to this. They just said, I'm hanging the phone. I couldn't make out who that was to the driver as the phone rang. And yeah, so two strangers helped me out big today. Because I tend to overthink things when I get injured or whatever. And today I overthought things. And I lost my phone because of it. But two strangers helped me out. So that's the most beautiful thing I've seen today. So, and signing off and hopefully playing maybe 10 or 15 minutes of, no, not hopefully, I will play about 15 minutes more of that making good choices game. But I will sign off now. Just watch this channel in 15 you follow along. If not, yeah, you get a 15-minute stream after, whatever. Pick me up there. So this is Yakki Dachi saying, if you look hard enough, you'll find something beautiful every day. I know my saying's not quite the same every day, but whatever. I'm an old guy. I don't remember everything about off the top of my head very easily these days. Um, saying, like and subscribe, and peace out, y'all. Have a good one.